investigating authorities, NIA in this case, let us take 2009 to 10, and that is when this non-existent Hindu terrorism concept was introduced. In every case that was assigned to NIA, from the Samjhauta Express blast to the Malegaon to the Ajmer Sharif, they overlooked the first set of evidences and then they went for the Hindu terror link. What do you think was the reason behind it? NIA is supposed to be a professional investigating agency.
I have very clearly told in my book that the first head of NIA, see basically once a position is created, a DG NIA is created, there is a full process of search committee. I am not making any value judgment on the competence of the officers, but a search committee is created and a proper scrutiny and a 3-member panel is formed, out of which appointments committee of cabinet approves one name, but that type of a procedure did not happen in this case. A person was handpicked, made the DG of NIA, he brought in his own friends, his own pliable officers, made them the DIG and what not, and they started doing their work. The first case which the NIA registered was a disaster. 16/10/2009, there was a Narakasur Chaturdasi procession in which there was a clash between two groups. I do not know what was this. That was deemed as a Hindu terror. Even at the first session, Sessions Court threw it out within 6 to 8 months, which was not there. Subsequently also, in the Samjhauta blast case, now we know what is the outcome. In the Makkah Masjid case, we know what is the outcome. In Ajmer Sharif case, there are certain people who say 2 of them were convicted. I would like to ask them a question: if they were convicted, in which jail they are in presently? Because they were not found at all. They were convicted in absentia, and there are I'm not alarming anybody. I do not know. I am not alluding anybody. It is a matter of conjecture whether they were alive or not.
They could have been bumped off somewhere.
We do not know. That's the reason I am not alluding anybody or alleging anything against anybody. So that is the reason it will be best, because it happened in Congress regime, Rajasthan, and presently Rajasthan is under Congress regime, and naturally an Ajmer Sharif convict would have been in the Ajmer jail or any jail in Rajasthan. If the Rajasthan government can come out and say that there are these 2 people who are convicted of Ajmer Sharif blast and they are in our custody, that will do a credence to the people who are shouting that Ajmer Sharif was a Hindu attack. Otherwise, simply produce those two convicts. You will not be able to produce them.
Very strange, because here is a judicial system that convicts somebody in absentia. 2 Hindu youths assume so, say they are Hindu terrorists, and then actually those people don't exist.
We do not know whether they exist or not.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody has to be produced before the courts and said either this person has fled the country or still in the country or dead and gone or alive. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I still believe that they are terrorists. They must be in some jail. Did they not go in for an appeal after being convicted?
That's another question.
That's another question. So these are all questions in Ajmer Sharif case which begs an answer. Extremely sad, but this is the sorry state of affairs.
I mean, this looks like a cottage industry being run, because NIA, professional investigating agency, is worse than a state police, a district police investigation.
That was under the charge. Now, for example, now let me take you to the 26/11 interrogation of David Hadley, which was done by NIA. We all know that NIA was not the investigating agency for that. It just went on a foreign jaunt, went to Chicago, met at the behest of the Honorable Minister. It was suggested that since the crime branch of Mumbai Police, Mr. Rakesh Maria has now come out with his own book on the truth of 26/11, which almost converges with what I have been saying. Some officer because as per the criminal procedure code also, he would have been the investigating officer. He would have recorded the statement as per whatever 161, 160, whatever it is. But there was no officer from the concerned investigating agency going for interrogation and questioning of our friend
David Hadley.
An NIA team goes, they come back and send a tour report, not the
Interrogation report.
not the interrogation report. I do not know what type was excised, or we do not know. Lot of things are there.
Were they running a government or were they running a Kirana store? I'm not really sure, because
That I think the best lawyer in the country, Chidambaram, who was running that, should be able to answer.